Howdy folks, today I'm going to tie a loop knot. So I think it's called the Rapala knot, the no slip mono knot, etc., etc. There's several different words for it, or names for it rather. But generally speaking, this is the only knot that I tie when I'm looking for a loop knot to terminal tackle. Obviously there's not really any benefit to doing a loop knot on a swivel or something, so this is really just going towards a hook. First up, you're going to want to make this overhand knot. This is really critical. You do this before the line goes through the eye of the hook. All right? If you already stuck the line through the eye of the hook, pull it out, tie your loop knot, or overhand knot rather. Now I'm going to take this, I'm going to pass it through. I'd like to point out I'm doing this with bright yellow braid because it shows up best on this background. I don't generally ever do this. I really don't fish braid directly to my lures very often. And even if you did, braid's usually pretty supple, so there's not a ton of reason to need a loop knot because it's going to have a lot of movement already on its own unless you have a really stiff braid. But I'm just doing this for demonstration purposes. I use this knot all the time with fluoro and mono. So then I'm going to take this tag and I'm going to go back through this knot I just created. All right, now look, on one side I have the loop on my side of the running line. I'm going to go against that, right? So I'm going to go over that. So if you think about it, if the line's laying flat, that loop is almost laying at an angle like so or like so. All right, in this case, as you can see, that knot, that loop is kind of laying like this. All right, I don't want to go with the loop. I want to come up, around, back through the loop and down. So remember, it's laying like this. I'm going to come back through the other way, okay? And now I'm going to come up, and again, going against the way that thing wants to naturally lay, because what you don't want is for this line to slide down into that knot. So now I'm going to come in here. Now is when you're going to set the size of your loop. All right, so right down here is how big of a loop I'm going to end up with at the end. With a little practice, you can tie these knots with teeny tiny loops, giant loops, whatever you want. So I went through that, I'm going to come around, and I'm going to do, I would recommend at least 3 wraps. You don't need to go crazy though. 5, 8, 10, it's not helpful. So 1, 2, 3, and then I'm going to go back through that original knot, and I'm going to go against the way I went through the first time, right? So you'll see that those 2 lines, it's tough to see, there's a lot going on there, but the 2 passes through this loop knot here are crossing in the middle of it. Now as I pull this snug and tight, it's all going to cinch up nicely. I'm going to have to pull on the tag end. I'll bite it right quick. So I bit on it to pull it there, but you'll note that you'll have the knot sitting, right so. You'll notice that you have your wraps coming up, and then this tag end will be coming out the bottom. So that right there will not close up, all right? I must say I've had mainline breaks using this knot. I've not had it fail at the knot before. That's not to say it never will, especially if you don't tie it 100% smoothly, but this knot is very, very strong, and it will not ever close up, all right? So I'm gonna do that again a little quicker now, so that you can see it in a little more real time. We talked a lot that first pass. It made it seem like this knot takes forever to tie. It does not. This is very quick. So, got my hook, got my line. I'm gonna go overhand knot, boom. All right? Come through the eye of the hook right like so. Back through my overhand knot right here. All right? I'm gonna go around, 1, 2, 3. I'm going to go right back through my overhand loop. On this one, you'll note I made a little bit smaller loop. This is a lot closer to what I would actually do if I were tying this on a lure. And boom. I really like this knot. If you're not going to snell a circle hook, I actually like this because it gives a little more freedom to move around. Certainly a lot of lures, you know, topwaters, jig heads, anything that you want to get a little more action out of. I really like this knot. I've had very good luck with it. So that's all I've got for now. Have a good one, and I will see you next time. Thanks.
If you enjoyed this video, please consider leaving a like and subscribing. Comment what you would like to see next. Thank you.